All right, there we go. Sorry about that. A little bit of problems with the stream, but we're back up and running. Welcome everybody. This is the Lion Ben C, and we are doing a Skyrim playthrough. Now I have every mod that's in the Creation Club of Skyrim, and we are going to be doing a permadeath survival game. Now, what that means is I have... there she is. I rolled a d10 and selected a race, which was high elf. And I rushed through Helga. And when this loads up, I'm going to show you, I only have one thing from, or I should only have one thing from Helga, and that's a key, because you have to take the key. Yeah, see, Unbound, and then if I go into items, go to all, I have one arrow that somebody shot me with, but this is all I have. This is it. And you can't drop keys, that's why I still have it. I'm going to walk out, and when I do, that's going to start the run. The whole thing is I'm going to use survival, which means that I have to eat, have to sleep, have to stay warm. You can only level up when you reach, when you sleep for the night, and you cannot fast travel. So I'm going to do all of that, and see how long I can go before I get straight murked. So hopefully it'll be for a while. Oh, and your carrying capacity goes from 300, which is the default, to, as I walk out here, it will go to 150 once I start survival. And if I die, that's it. I have to restart with a new character, run them through Helga, and start over. So we're going to see how far we can get. And this is what we're doing. This is survival mode. As you can see, I have to eat, sleep, stay warm. Adds additional challenges such as no fast travel, reduced carrying weight, and leveling up only when you sleep. This is what we're doing. We're hitting yes. Wait. Survival has started. We're going to ignore you. As you can see in the corner, it said the air is warm here. That is a sign that this is all that I have to stay warm. Oh, once you get a pickaxe, come up here. You can get a bunch of the coridium ore that you need to make steel. There's a lot of it right here. And we're going to go around. We're actually hugging the mountain for a reason. Now, I know this game is over 10 years old. A lot of people know a whole bunch of different things about this game, but I'm going to show off some of the little stuff I know. And one of them is, go right over here, and if you go up here, you have a Shrine of Talos. Now, this shrine is pretty important because of this guy right here. This is a Thalmor guy, and he always has some magical item on him. We're going to take those, put on the boots and gloves. And his orders are, they were saying, we don't think this is that important, so he decided he's going to go check it himself. But I have no reason for that. We now have a sword. The worshippers aren't really carrying anything of note, and with my reduced carrying weight, I really don't want to... we're definitely taking the bread, though. As you can see, hunger. This is the first time I get this alert. When you are hungry, it reduces your total available stamina, representing a dark area inside the stamina bar. Eat food. To do that, cooked food is better than non-cooked food. So I got some bread, so we can go right over here. And restores 18 points of hunger. So we're going to go ahead and eat that. You feel better and are now satisfied. So we're going to go here. We're going to put on Fury. There's a small little bandit encampment. Now, if you're going to play with, where is it? I gotta find, okay. It's right up here. And if you're gonna play with, heavy armor, this is actually a pretty good place to get a full set of iron armor very early. I use Fury, so they're going to fight each other for a little bit, and whoever survives is going to come down here and swing on me. I already know they're going to do this. Yep, see, they already got one killed. And now they're going to come down here. If that's what we wanted. Burn the first one. Right in the chest. And if I had decapitate, that would have taken his head right there. For difficulty, I am on expert, which is hard, basically. We're going to grab the boots. We're not going to grab that, but if you notice, there's actually more things here. There's weight, value, armor, and warmth. How warm it keeps you. And if you like iron armor, or if you want to wear heavy armor, this guy is always wearing almost a full set of it. So now we're going to go around, we're going to go up to get the stuff out of here that I wanted. Where did her dead body go? Should be an archer around here somewhere. There they are. Now, this is the important thing. This is treasure map 1, and I will show you where it is. We're going to grab the bracers. Oh, they actually have better armor rating than the boots I put on. And better warmth ratings. So, yeah, we're going to grab both of those. Oh, just so you know, this is what my character looks like. Oh, I'll have to... when you have to put the weapon away if you want to look all the way around them. But here's my character. We're going to grab this so we can disenchant it. Grab the coin purse. Look in the satchel. And we're going to take this seared slaughterfish, which, you know, normally you ignore this stuff. But it's really important in this. Night falls on the Citadel, so we go ahead and get our one-handed up by another point. And now we're going to go around and we're going to go to the 3 standing stones, the Guardian Stones.
Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
Yeah. Just come right down here. And of course, everybody pretty much knows about this stuff. Fatigue, this is when you gotta sleep, and it robs you of your magicka. So, the longer you go without sleep, the less magic you have. Now, I am going to do Mage Stone, because I am going to be focusing pretty heavily on my magic. We're going to go right over here. I could turn around to go to the place I just passed to sleep, but actually I want to try to get a level before I go to sleep. Just pummel strike him to death. Ooh. Better armor and better warmth rating. So now we're going to open this. We're going to switch over to Fury. Don't hit the rock trap when you walk by, because you can actually use that later if they're chasing you. That's really does work well, especially in master or legendary difficulties. They're going to be talking, but I don't care about their talk. This is the only thing I care about, is we are going to make them fight. And that's exactly what we wanted there. And now this guy's going to come over to us.
Thought I heard something.
Ah, he has a steel mace. Now, this is actually the weapon I want. We're going to go take that and we'll save it for when we really need it. But I want to use maces. And the reason is because the Mace of Malbog, I plan to get it eventually. Now you're gonna see me doing a lot of iron mining and stuff like that, and that's just basically because that is one of the fastest ways to get levels in this, is to build up your blacksmith. And since this is permadeath, I kind of need the levels as soon as possible. Go right down here to get the coin purse. We actually don't need to read the tattered journal. Now we're gonna drop that. Pull out our weapons, because we are going to Fury this first guy. Doesn't matter that they see me, because they should start fighting each other. Ah, great. And this is why we have potions. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work. As much as you want it to, sometimes it just doesn't work. See, technically you can get right here and you can actually grab all this stuff from right here. But we're going to walk around and fight this guy anyway. Okay. So, get down onto healing. Salt piles are stupidly necessary in this run because so many cooking recipes require one. I'm gonna grab that to disenchant it. Grab all those. That's some good loot right there. Ooh, potatoes. Tomatoes. And not gonna use juniper berries. And switch this over to flames. I could try fury with what I'm gonna do, but I kinda don't wanna risk the guy just deciding that his fury is better used on me. Which happens. It absolutely happens, so. As you can see, our stamina bar, if you look, it has a pretty good chunk of dark in it, which means that we gotta eat. Now, I'm going to eat one of the breads. That's actually better than eating the other ones. Didn't do a whole lot, but that's fine. This also gives you a reason to go into inns and actually get food from inns and stuff like that. So, here we go. Now, there's a guy up there. I'm gonna try this. This may not work for me. But I'm gonna try to hit the archer that's up here with fury. I gotta get that line up on him just right. Come on, turn around and come back. Watch now, he's like never actually gonna walk back this way. There they are. Now, let's see if they get into a fight with the big guys over there. I think so, because I think if they don't see you, they start fighting each other. Now we're gonna run over here. Yeah, you two keep beating the hell out of each other.
Friend.
Little disco inferno for him. Once again, we are going to search everything because we're going to grab all the food we can. Ooh, carrots. Green apples. Cabbages. And somewhere in Avatar, a man is yelling out about his cabbages. Yeah, normally, it's really funny because when I'm not playing survival, I'll ignore all this stuff except for the gold and gems that are right there. I won't bother opening all these things because I don't care about food, because in most games, food doesn't mean anything. But in this one, food is so important. Gonna get some rabbits, some rabbits, some rabbits, some pheasant. Some charred skeever hide, some bread, a potato. More potatoes. More potatoes. We're gonna run right over here. We're gonna get this treasure chest that's back here. Yes, dragon. Skyrim. So when I go to sleep, which will actually be pretty soon, I am going to put my first level up into being able to cast Fury a lot cheaper. I'm gonna go over here and get the stuff down here. I can actually sleep right here because technically there is no more enemies in here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, every time you rest, you have to rest for a minimum of 8 hours to actually get back the magicka you've lost. Because you have to be rested or well rested. And we leveled up, so we are going to put the points into... Yeah, stamina's down because of the fact that I'm hungry. We're going to put it into here. And then we're going to go over to illusion and we're going to make our level 1 illusions cheaper. Yeah, I'm hungry, so... Oh, we're going to take the fishing rod because I have all the add-ons, so therefore there is fishing in this game. Also, guys, let me know if you're having any kind of buffering issues or anything. I think my internet's stable, but who knows? Now, another thing that they suggest is getting a torch, because torches still give you a little bit of warmth for holding them. I'm going to go out here into Skyrim. And here we are. Now, it's a little bit cold at night. If you look up by my compass, you see that snowflake. That means that it's cold. So your level of warmth is actually going to matter by that. And where hunger takes your stamina and fatigue takes your magic, warmth takes your... Oh, time to get cold. Now, I'm going to show you real fast. If I go in here and go back down to books, where we have treasure map 1, if you look, it shows us a city by the river. That's actually right behind us. And it's showing us a tree. It's showing us this tree. And if you go in here, there's a treasure chest. Now, this treasure chest does not exist before this point. If you do not open and look at treasure map 1, that treasure chest will not be there. Caught a fish while I was in there. Now, if you actually go... I think it's right over here. Is there... Is it right here? No. Might be a little bit farther down. Sometimes there's a campsite right around here that has a place where you can make some food.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine.
So we are going to run up here. We are going to open the Sleeping Giant Inn because we're actually just going to eat. That is what we are here for. And if you stand by a fire for a little bit,
Are you listening?
Hard not
you will
to.
start to get the warmth.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Need a
And
room?
of course,
Talk to Delphine. Drink for
what
the
do you got for
thirsty,
sale?
Food for the hungry.
and we're going to go down here because we want a cooked beast. And a salmon steak.
Until next time.
Hit the wrong button. Go up to food. There we go. So now we're going to go back out into Skyrim because I don't really need to sleep right this very second, so now I could do everything right now and trigger the dragons and everything. But I kind of don't want to. I don't really care about that right this very second, and I need to get levels in because this game is a lot harder. Ah, I got rock joint, damn it. Not good for the home team. And I don't think there is a thing over there, so we will be going to Windhelm. Or Whiterun, excuse me. We will eventually be going to Windhelm, but if I also want to thank everybody who watched my stream last night, or later on went to watch it on YouTube and on Twitch, because I was sitting at 20 views on Twitch, which is incredible.
Oh well. Run off. You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield sister. An outsider,
That's a
eh?
shield
Ever heard
sister.
of the companions?
I don't actually care. Come around here. And of course, at this point in the game, everybody knows pretty much where I am and everything. I mean, like I said, this game is freaking over 10 years old.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business
They
only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
That was a nice speech increase. But they've just really just announced the new Elder Scrolls game 6 is going to be out in, like, I think 2024, maybe 2025.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
And but it has so much to live up for. What's really funny is, like, I was a fan of Oblivion. Like, I liked Oblivion. But Oblivion had some major problems. We're going to go right over here. One of the biggest problems about Oblivion is that in Oblivion, your enemies leveled up with you.
You tried mercenary work?
My Sapphire does. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon.
And
I tracked it to...
I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels,
what you do is just knock out this real fast.
if you find that sword,
So you get
bring
hit.
it to me.
You get a good one. You get some levels and other things.
Damn those
But
crazies to Oblivion. They want to back the store close.
one of the things that is true about this game, about Oblivion, like I was saying, sorry, I had a little bit of ADHD brain there, is the game, the enemies leveled up with you. So you were always, you always felt like you were barely surviving. That enemies in the game could
Quite
kill
yes,
you
you'll
if
have
you weren't
stories to tell.
careful.
Come up to your valley.
You are always on your toes. And when you play this game and you get up to the upper levels, like I have a paladin orc that I call Bash. And Bash running through some of these areas, the enemies are zero threat to him.
And yet I long for the warm sands of elsewhere more and more each day.
Welcome to Khajiit's humble camp. I do not think Khajiit were made for the cold.
Not only that, but these Nords have no love for us. They look upon us and see only thieves and smugglers. The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here. It is all in this note.
This is another kind of fun one to do. But we're going to... I need to sell him some stuff.
Take a look.
And then coming to here to his potions. And there we go.
May your road lead you to warm sand.
Now, the thing that he gave me, his note on the bandits attack, we are not ready for this. If this is the mission I think it is, and I believe it is. Yeah, this is the Saints and Seducers stuff. We are not ready for this. But I want to go ahead and get it in, so maybe we run into some of them. Because they do have really good gear. But we're not going to go searching for them for a while. We are going to knock out the White River Watch to get his family sword. We'll just go around. You know, in this game, you could actually feel really powerful. You could go and just start demolishing people and enemies that at one time could kill you. You could walk up and one-shot them. And that's the kind of stuff that I miss, that I wish they had done in Skyrim or in Oblivion. Where am I going? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. I'm walking the wrong damn way. Oh, I know where this is going to be. This is going to be one of the spots where if you're really into two-handed fighting or two-handed weapons, we're going to get one of the best early gear to get for that. There we go. Almost landed on that torch. That would have been kind of funny. So yeah, this is early Skyrim, and it's just like you all know. It's a lot of, you know, walking in the same areas, trying to stay safe. This is going to be a slightly more than you're used to, though, because of the fact that I can't just fast travel everywhere. So that does make it, in my opinion, a little more interesting. Sometimes more boring, but that's half the fun. And like I said, this is permadeath. If I screw up, I'm gone. So hopefully I won't hit permadeath very early. Really important if you do the Thieves Guild. Now you can use the carts. I can like go back behind me and get the guy to give me a ride to another hold and then walk around from that hold. That's perfectly fine. I cannot fast travel off the map. It's physically not able. Yep, and here you are. It says when you're cold, it reduces your total health. He just went flying. Oh, also, I am not going to be doing any exploits in this or anything like that. I'm not going after the shop chests or anything like that. I'm trying to keep this game as above the board as I can. Well, that hurt. Once again, we're going to be going through all their stuff. But I'm also going to go down to here to healing and heal. And we can actually cook here for a little bit, which we'll do in a few seconds. We're going to gather up all this stuff first. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, if you hold A when it says take something, you actually can pick it up and move it. So if there's something you don't want blocking something you do, you can actually pick it up and move it. No. Ooh. And once again, you can go to any cooking pot, click on it, and we get our list. That's pretty good. We got all the pieces we need for that. Make ourselves some cabbage potato soup. Yeah, they added in all these different fish if you have the fishing mod. Don't waste some of these things like grilled leeks for that unless you have a thing that says you need grilled leeks. Now, this one is a really good one to make. It is a regenerative one, and you see you need leeks for that, and if I had grilled the leeks, you wouldn't be able to get it. So that's definitely one you want it. You also need leeks for some of the other soups. And see, now I got you are peckish. So we're going to open up this. We just made a whole bunch of food. So we're going to go up to food. And we're going to eat... Now let's eat the cook. We are now in well-fed territory, which means it'll take a lot longer to get... down lower.
Someone there?
And yes, there is a reason to do that, because when you do that, where you hit him with frenzy, he doesn't call out to anybody. Grab that baked potato. Now, one of the things you can do is when you get a big house, you can have one of your cooking things you can have is actually an oven where you can make your baked goods. I don't think snowberries were on that list. They might have been. We'll grab those and we'll just see. Like I said, when you go through this game, especially when you're doing survival, you end up getting a whole lot of stuff you never grab.
Thought I heard something.
And this is why we have... I need something that'll heal me pretty quick. Potion. I think that was just an aggressive stay down. Both of those are empty. You do want to look at an Explorer's Guide to Skyrim because it'll give you some different locations on your map. It's also a good thing to grab if you're going to adopt a kid anytime soon, because giving them dolls really does help. Now here's some stuff that not a lot of people know to do. But if you walk this way and you actually listen to them, they are talking about training a wolf. And if you do that, you let the wolf out. Back up, and they should kill each other. And now they're gonna fight each other. And basically you just use them to kill each other.
Nothing here after all.
And my wife just said something that, while I love her, shows that she doesn't understand how Skyrim plays. You do not get experience from kills in Skyrim, you get experience for what you use to do the kill. And I am using illusion to do the kill. And sneaking, so therefore my sneak and illusion are going up. But I love my wife. We've been married for 20 years this year. And most people didn't think we'd get past one. And now we just go through all their stuff. We want the wolf pelt. There should be one more person. There's one, there's two, there's three. I'm guessing the other person's still up here. Huh. Now we have the boss of this area, right up here. Be prepared for a fight. What's really bad is, he has a pretty good two-handed weapon, The real big problem is the fact that he has an item that's giving him a magical power-up. Yeah, he's gonna start shooting me with an arrow. I don't want to die, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, see, that nearly killed me in one hit. Trying not to die. Oh. And there's a chance he's gonna... Yep. He followed. He followed.
This is a surprise.
Woo! That was kind of cheap, but I don't care. Now, if you use two-handed weapons, this is one of the best things to get early on, because 15% more damage for all of your stuff. Amber. Now, for those who don't know, because Amber was not in the original game, that is something that is used for the Saints and Sinners armor. You have to use Amber to make it. Well, Amber to make one, Madness Stone to make the other. But I leveled up, so now we're going to run over to a bedroll right down here, and we're going to sleep for 8 hours. Technically, no, you don't have to sleep for 8 hours. You could literally sleep for 1 hour, and you could still get the level. I sleep for 8 because I try to always have the well-rested stat going. Let's do health. And then I can do that one, or I could do apprentice, or I could go over here and get that going so I can heal more effectively. Let's get the heal going. Yeah, see, if I go into magic and I go down to active effects, you know, this is where you can go see what your cold, your hunger, and your fatigue stuff is. The Hooded Thelma robe does the destruction. I'm a highborn elf, so I already had 50 magicka. The blessing is what's giving me that. I'm resistant to fatigue, and the mage stone is doing that. So. And now we're going to go turn in yeah, so our game was almost over fighting up there. Honestly, if that last arrow had hit me, I would have been done.
For sale at fair prices. All this talk of dragons returning to the
So I'm glad he missed. We're gonna run over here real fast. We got some stuff to do. And the big thing is we need to make at least one of these. And then we're going to go over here. Activate the tanning rack. And then turn it all into straps. Yeah, I have the brawler's gloves. Like these would have little spikes on them. But we're going down here to make daggers. Why? Because daggers are a very easy thing to make and they help with your level early on. We're going to go here. And I don't know if they're closed. They are not. Go in here and sell some stuff.
Got something for just about everyone in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Welcome to War Maidens. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
No,
Good doing
we're
business
good
with you.
there. I may not be able to give him his item right away. I can try though.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to read.
You tried mercenary work? You found it. Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. I can teach it to you.
And that was literally all we were gonna do in there. This, of course, is Hunting Brew.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Everything's for... Take a look.
I need to see... Yeah, he also sells the fishing maps that show you where all the fishing spots are. Ooh, we want that one. Yeah, we'll take all those.
Do come back.
He always sounds so freaking insincere.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Did you know there's some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
Yes, yes I did.
I enjoy. What can I get you? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Need anything else? Just let me know.
And this is where you can get the different pets. We're not going to do those right this very second, but yes, he might have been. The pets of Skyrim, you can get a mountain goat, a spider, a rat, or a skeever, as they're called. Now, one of the bad things is that when you hit level 10, that starts the vampires no matter what. Doesn't matter where part you're at in the story, that starts that part. So what happens is you run into problems of the vampires killing people that you want alive. In one of my games, the lady who runs the blacksmith, she was straight murdered by a vampire really early on, and I just could never do anything about it. So, hold on. Yeah, we're going to stay on the miscellaneous, but we're going to set this to conjure familiar. And if there's any fights, I'm going to be using a conjured familiar to do it. Technically, I don't need to. Technically, this is all you need to do to level it up. It's just that if it attacks, it'll do more. But technically, just the act of summoning it is enough. I actually want the dragons or the vampires to start as early as possible, so I can start knocking that stuff out. So I can get to the Soul Cairn. So I can get Aventus, who is the best horse in the game because he's magically created, so nothing can actually kill him. Also, horses are very jealous in Skyrim. If you have a horse that is yours, but you touch another horse, that horse will leave you. This happened to me with Shadowmare. Random horse. Bandit stole a horse. Random horse. I could technically take it. I don't want to, but I could. Horses in Skyrim are great because they have no sense of physics. So we've all seen the pictures of a horse literally jutting almost. A horse being almost perpendicular to a wall. You know, it's at a right angle. Technically, I can go up there. Yeah, let's go. I want to get the little thing up. I'm not going to use it, but I want to get it. So, we're going to do another summon as soon as I get up here. Oh, this is another thing you can get a pet of. You can get a pet bone wolf. Which is always humorous. Oh yeah, I grabbed an ancient Nord thing that I didn't need. I heard the other growl, or the other howls, so there are wolves around here. One of my wolf out. Getting a little fatigued, so we'll get that done. I do love that if your spell whiffs, it doesn't take all of your, it doesn't take the mana from the whiff spell. Ooh, we will take that cooked beef, and we thank you for your, donation. I have a little bit. Ooh, that's not good for the home team. And I died. There you go. That was the end of the first permadeath run. So, yep, that was it. Probably could have done some stuff differently, but so only level 3. Once again, a big problem with that was was not going along with the story. See, the thing is that the story actually does help you because the story builds up some levels in you early. But I died, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to load. Nope, we're going to go to load, but we're going to hit character selection. We're going to go down to prisoner. We're going to load up our prisoner, and we're going to go and delete this character. And we're going to try again. But yeah, died fairly early. Once again, that's just something that happens. So I need to pull up something on my computer real fast. I need to pull up a dice roller.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this. Halt! You're not gonna kill me.
Now, the reason I said I gotta roll a dice is my race is randomly selected, and I rolled a 1. So that means that I am going to be doing this with an Argonian.
Are you?
You go right up, and this is who I am. So done. Wow. That character died and I lost a viewer. That was bad.
Are you a relative of one of the Riften dockworkers, Agonian? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Now we're going to hop in here real fast because what we're going to do is we're going to go to load. And we're going to select the character we were before because we're going to delete all of this.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
And so that character is gone.
We'll make sure your remains are returned to Black Marsh. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Go ask Sean if he hopped off because...
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero. But a hero doesn't use a power like your voice to murder his king and usurp his throne.
Unfortunately, you have a lot of talking in this part. But what was hilarious is when this game first came out, it had a lot of bugs. And one of the bugs that happened is I created a Argonian. I made an Argonian to play with, and it was like my second or third playthrough. I think it was my third. And we get to this point, and it's going okay. And when I get onto the chopping block, you hear the roar of Alduin coming in. The executioner kind of puts the axe in the high position, but not where he's about to swing down, because that's the trigger for when Alduin lands. And you can see in the background Alduin flying around. And he does not kill me. And so the game is stuck at that point. So we were making a joke about how Alduin was just flying around, saw the last Dragonborn there, and was like, no, it's cool. No, I'll wait. I don't want to interrupt this. This is so important. I don't want to be the one to interrupt this. You know? I actually had to delete that character and create a new one because every time I played that character just got locked in a thing. But yeah, it was where you could see Alduin flying around in the background. He goes to that position, but Alduin never goes to land. So it was hilarious. And I don't think anybody else has ever had that glitch, or if they have, they didn't talk about it. But that one was so funny. So we're going to do this the way I like to do it, which is I don't wait for anything. Run. Jump up here. Jump past him. So you can actually force his triggers to do different things. And we're going to go around. Keep running. And get in here. Now, we're not doing any kind of ghosting or anything,
Was
but
that really a dragon?
I need him to cut off my bindings, and then we can go.
We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go.
Okay, so he literally wants me to just rub my chest against him before he will cut the bindings off. Alright, the only thing we need to take from here is this.
Let's keep moving. That thing is still out.
Come on, come on, come on. Just run right through. Excuse me, pardon me, gentlemen. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Got places to be, sorry. Now the hardest place to do it is right over here where they're all in this area. This is the hardest one because there's a ramp you have to drop. I'm going to try to do it though. Jump over, keep going. Go right past all the spiders. Past the bear. And boom, getting out of Helgen with only a single iron arrow stabbed into my back. Boom. That took what, less than 10 minutes? Yes, we're going to go into survival mode. So this time we're actually going to start a lot of the missions and everything like that. We'll actually go into the main mission. Now, I don't have Frenzy. So... Where the heck are the guys that are supposed to be right here? Okay. For some reason they're not here. This is not good because I needed them. There they are. Oh, they decided to fight Hadvid. Well, that was stupid. Oh, he has a steel sword, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. I did not know they decided to go over there and fight him, because normally that doesn't happen, because I have them dead long before that point. So we're going to go over here. We're going to get the warrior stone going.
Now ain't this a surprise?
So once again, you're going to watch me run through here to get a whole bunch of iron ore and ingot and some early levels. Really where this is going to change is I'm actually going to do the Oh, did he have iron? No, he had an iron mace. Come down here. Get that.
Someone there?
And pick them up. And I gotta make sure I go through all of these, because once again, you definitely gotta make sure that you're packing some food for this trip. I know this is kind of dull, rewatching the same thing. I'm hoping I can make it a little entertaining, but it's one of the things that comes with doing everything that we are. So
Never gonna come here.
Now go down here. And if we go into our items, go to weapons, equip the fishing rod. You can go over here to use fishing supplies. And you can fish. They weren't gripped onto it yet. We'll do it one more time and then we'll move on. Hey, I got a dire fish. If you go down. Now the perch is there, but if you go into food, got a little dire fish that I can cook. Now let's go back to having our actual weapon ready to go. My wife's over here torturing me with delicious smelling food as I'm looking for food in the game. Delicious smelling food. My wife asked why I wasn't using archery, because I know for a fact I could do archery and never die. There's a reason I'm not picking archery. Because if you know what you're doing with archery, you will never die with archery. Especially once you get to some of the later bows or even the crossbows, which, once again, I have all the crossbow stuff in this game. You just have to find them, and I know where they are. I could literally go at the beginning of this and go get it. But it's not fun for me to play a character who will never really be in danger. I say never really because technically dragons will still get you even if you're a bow user. But the things that will actually be able to fight you are far and few between. We're not here to Skyrim. I mean, there's a good chance I'm going to end this stream probably around the 2 hour, 2.5 hour mark. But I want to get myself to a good stopping point, which I think will be starting the Barrow, or right after I'm done with it. Yeah, if I go right over here, I can probably find a big fish again. Like that, where you just catch the fish as you're sitting there.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
Did I see it twice then? Was it now another? Maybe it wasn't as big as the mountain, but I would stay away from him if I were you.
Let's see, we're gonna go over here real fast. And I have to make sure that the one I have on, is the fine. So now we're going in here. This is a long conversation, but if you know what you're doing, you can kind of force it.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. I see no
Can I use your
harm in it
forge?
if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table.
That's literally the only thing I wanted to do that for. Because that means that this is no longer stealing. If you try to do that without having talk to him first, it's stealing and the game will penalize you for it. But if you just run over there and do that, it's actually not.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer.
Let this conversation go on.
Had to hear that. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but yeah, we did.
Did something happen?
Break-in. But we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general. Yeah, we did have a bit of a.
Hit B. You can't speed this one up, unfortunately.
Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes. The sooner you find the claw, take a look.
So we're going to ask him what he has to sell because we really want to make sure we have... And then we're going to sell some stuff.
Oh, really? Well,
Now, she's going to offer to walk you to where you're going, but we are not doing that right now because we are going to walk right over here. And rent a room. So we can get our first level before we go into there.
You're that visitor. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Hard not to.
Yale is going there.
You can tell which one it is because it won't say owned. Now, we really need stamina on this build. And as much as I would love to get the first smithing out of the way, we are actually going to get Armsman 1 out of the way. But next time I'll probably get smithing to get steel smithing so I can make myself better gear.
Just make sure we get fresh batches.
When he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
We got rooms and need a room? Talk to Del. Take a look.
now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're going to make a save right here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end our stream for today. So yeah, I tried. I died at level 3 with the High Elf, and we're going to see if the Argonian can go longer. I'm actually going to do some of the main storyline and stuff like that, because I think that'll help get me a couple more levels. But I hope you all enjoyed this, and you come with me next Wednesday when we do Skyrim Survival Permadeath Part 2 with the Argonian. So hope you all enjoyed it, and this is the Lion Bin C.